And good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to another afternoon matchup here. Today a little different from the late ones the past two nights, but nonetheless, we're here at the Southfield Ice Arena, where tonight your Blue Devils are taking on the Rochester College Warriors. I'm Dylan Morello, like always, and thank you for joining us here on LTSN. This is the Blue Devils' third game of the weekend, so maybe a little fatigue will be setting in, but they're looking to extend their win streak to 3 here, as the first two matches of the weekend were W's, beating Lindenwood Belleville 4-2 and then 6-2. So your Blue Devils are riding high, while on the other hand, Rochester hasn't had too much success at all this season. They're sitting 1-12, losing their last 6 in a row. Their only win coming against Western Michigan University. They also might be fatigued tonight as well, just like LTU, as this is their third game of the weekend for them, and they dropped the first 2 of 3 at Kent State. We're going to leave you with the announcements of the starting lineups and also the national anthem, and we'll be right back here for puck drop. So back here at the Southfield Ice Arena, the Blue Devils have improved their record to 6-6 on the season. And also now they're even up at home, 3-3 on home ice here in front of the Blue Devil faithful. While for Rochester, the Warriors, they're only 0-7 on the road, so they're looking for their first road victory of the year here tonight. And it's going to be a tough one as the Blue Devils regaining their confidence after that slump in the first early going of the season. Not getting too much offensively or putting wins on the board, but now with this last little streak they put together, 4 in a row, as you see the starting lineup. Blake Heyer will be sending Tristan Ayubi and Connor Victory, and also back on the point, Max Chomi and Austin Fulmer, as Fulmer picked up his first NAIHA goal last evening. So a big accomplishment for him as he got the game puck. And I'm sure it's a confidence boost for him as he's played stout defensively and finally now helping out with the goals as we're underway here. The first puck drop goes to Rochester and they win it back. Played up quickly now, and Chomi has to go back in his own end. Icing waved off. That one just skyhooked. Heyer now moving, busting his speed down low, cuts to the net, comes in, and that one off the blocker as Blake Heyer with a quick early chance here, just 20 seconds in. And we also have a delayed penalty on that. So Heyer, when he was driving towards the net, got hooked, and Price will be going to the box there for the Warriors. Good save there by the goalkeeper as well. So now the Blue Devils will be on the power play early on in this game, trying to get up here early, as you know the first goal is really important here. The Blue Devils doing well when scoring first is now Schluter with the puck. He's going to pass it over to the side. McNulty gets that stripped away there nicely, and we have a penalty as Ryan McNulty hooked up Lavat, and it'll be 4-on-4 here. So 2 quick penalties before even the first minute has expired here in this game. For all you fans joining us just throughout this whole weekend, it's been a real penalty-ridden games here for the NAIHA team. But the Blue Devils kill clicking at 91% this whole season. So they're going to be 4-on-4 for a little bit, and then the Warriors will get to be on the power play for at least 20 seconds. Nice step up there by Nurkinen. As now coming into his own zone, Hodges. He drops that off there and passed up to Priest. Priest to Hodges. Hodges cutting around the side. Priest now in the middle, backhand. And that one wouldn't go as we have another penalty. That's the third in still under even a minute played. So Carter will be going to the box now for the Warriors. Different power play. You don't get to see this often. 4-on-3. Going to be a ton of ice open here for the Blue Devils. So the faceoff will be won back by Hodges. At the point now, Schluter walking the blue, surveying the ice. Over to Pillay at the right side. Back to Schluter. Pillay now with the one-timer. And a left pad save there. Pillay again. Schluter fakes the shot. Down low of the goal line. Hodges across. Pillay at the top and another save. Blue Devils getting a ton of shots and chances early on. Pillay to Gentili now in the middle. Trying to go backdoor to Hodges, and Schluter will get that. Hodges tries to, once again, to do that back cross pass, and that'll be smothered up. Good saves early by Trevor Osko here as the Blue Devils pounding them with shots. Pillay now comes into the zone. Over to Hodges. Hodges at the top, and he's going to hand it off to Schluter and get down to his natural position down low. Pillay with a shot. Good save there. Osko with another right pad save. And Pillay wheeling out from his own end. Coming across the red, across the blue in the offensive zone, and we have a delayed offsides as Priest jumped the gun there. So great start to the game for the Blue Devils. Ken Gaffney always preaches coming out with high intensity, high energy, and that's been shown so far in this game as we're only 2:10 in. And the Blue Devils already have 6 shots on net. A couple of power play opportunities as one of them will expire. So we're back to 4-on-4 for at least 10 seconds. 17:35 remaining here. That one goes all the way past everybody, and Alec Allen has to come back. Victory now. He tried that pass, that one a little bit too hard for Allen. That hops underneath his stick. Pass back, and Hodges having to sneak by in his own end, using his speed, cutting through. Nice gap there. Allen comes on, and another offsides. 3 seconds remaining on that penalty, as Carter is still in the box, and should be getting back to 5-on-5 action here. So nothing going for the Blue Devils power play, as they had quite some time on the 4-on-3, but now Flood takes it in, and he'll just sail that one. Didn't gain the red, but no icing. As back in his own end now. Nice start, stop, move, and having some trouble down there, Zach, as they just reverse that one, and back into the middle now. Up the left wing. Through center ice, the Warriors. Levtov dumps that one in on Petty, and he gloves it off to Schluter, captain of the Blue Devils. Up to Gentili. That one wanders off his blade and into the netting. .16:22 remaining here in the first period. Good start, as both of these teams kind of the two heads of a coin here. The Blue Devils riding high, winning their first 2 games of this weekend, while the Warriors losing their first 2. As the Blue Devils beat Lindenwood Belleville both of those games, and the Warriors faced Kent State, as that one played behind and off the skate of Schwartz. Back up to the point, grinding down low nicely, and that one chipped up and over everybody. So now Priest coming in to Stawinski, and that one off a shin pad. Priest now down below the goal line. Stawinski gets there. He sends that one in front, and Schwartz picks up the loose change. Schwartz now, sharp angle shot. Good save there. Up to the point. Fulmer now back down low to Stawinski. He reverses that to Schwartz, and Fulmer a shot, and good save there. As the Blue Devils now really bringing up the intensity. And Fulmer, they're jarring in the neutral zone with DeFranco. So the face-off to the right of Rochester's net, and Higher will get thrown out, and Victory loses that one cleanly. Good forechecking play there by Ayubi. Ayubi sends that one to the point. Nurkinen's shot is blocked. He keeps that one in at the blue. Backhanded in deep. Hard work down low. Is that one thrown in on front of the net? Nurkinen chips that one again. And still kept in, as that'll be a hand pass there. Nurkinen kept that one in with his glove. Petty not having to be tested too often here early on, as with that hand pass, the same player's going to have to be kept on the ice here. Face-off won by the Warriors, and they'll chip that one up, and Allen able to get it. Price took a hit by Ayubi there as he moved that puck up, and now Petty. Allen, nice little turn away there to get away from the forechecking pressure. Chipped up again, and Price moves it up quick on that right side. Trisvosky as Schluter in his own end. Nice move. And he moves that up. Right wing to Higher. Higher now busting in, cutting to the middle. Backhanded back door, and McNulty couldn't reach that one. Played across, and we have a penalty. And it's going to be on for Price, as cross-checking on Priest of LTU. So the Blue Devils back on the power play as the #1 unit steps back onto the ice. 0 for 2 here tonight. Although they were abbreviated in 4-on-3s, one of the power plays only lasting 10 seconds, but nonetheless, that one cleared as the Blue Devils lose that first face-off of the power play. Orsier applying pressure on the PK. Good hit there. Blue Devils now with Schluter quarterbacking the power play. Coming in the zone and offsides again. Blue Devils getting a little bit anxious there on the offensive blue line. So that's going to change the power play units as number 2 comes out. You have Connor Victory, Parker Hodges, Blake Heyer, Mark Schwartz, and Alec Allen. And Heyer wins that to the side. Spun out and a nice clear down there by assistant captain TJ Burns of Rochester. Good step up there. Blue Devils now play it in. That one's rimmed around. Kept in nicely. Allen to the top. Victory with a shot. That one blocked and cleared down the ice. Good play there by Tyler. Descended 200 feet, and the Blue Devils are going to have to break out again. 52 seconds remaining on the power play. 13-13 in the period as Allen takes it in across the blue. He stops up, cuts back. Try to get a shot, and that one into the roofing. As now Schwartz coming back into his own end. Parker Hodges plays that up the left side. Blake Heyer now on sides. He stops up at the hash marks going around the top of the circles. Schwartz has that go off his stick as he backpedals the blue, and that one's sent slowly down there, but the Blue Devils recovered. Over to Schwartz again at the point. Allen raising his stick. Won the shot, and he does, and that one goes just right of Osco. Is Heyer now on the doorstep. Couldn't get a victory with a shot there, and that one saved nicely. 1 second, and now the Blue Devils, everybody's back at even strength. 12:20 in the period remaining. Blue Devils unable to cash in on that power play again. That's one of the weak spots Gaffney has talked about with this team. They've been working on it in practice, but just haven't been able to find the target on their power play at all this season, only clicking at 15%. So unable to do that again as Walker now cuts in. Sidestepping one defender as he avoids a check there. Down below the goal line, Walker trying to take it to the front. Gentili now surveys, and that one off the stick. Walker tries to go back door to Pillay. Nothing happening. Good keep in there by Fulmer. As he gets sent to the ice, and Chomi will send it in deep. Behind his own net now, passing up is Silson, and Flood now chips that one high and hard, and nice play again by Silson as he gets that one in. Flood stopped that one up at the blue line. Good gap control as now Gentili pass that one back door, and Flood, the defenseman, jumping in on the play, and now we have almost an odd man break backwards. But Blake Heyer, the forward, getting back for Flood, and he recovers nicely now behind his own net. Passed over. Flood having some trouble from the forechecking pressure of Carter there as Heyer sidesteps a check. Play that one to the point. Schluter sends that one, and that one just caroms off the backboard. Still grinding down low, and Ayubi tries to keep it up, and Schluter will chip it away from Carter as he was looking for a break up ice, and Osco throws that one around. Looking up the right side, and they won't connect there as trying to get an odd man break up the right ring to Franco, and a whistle. as the net comes off the moorings, but DeFranco there using his speed, cutting up the right wing. LTU defense, a little lapse there, luckily just off his stick, and 10-14 to go here in the first period. Pretty even game so far. I mean, the Blue Devils have been getting a lot of chances to our left, but Rochester's defense and also the goaltending of Osco has been strong in this game. So despite what the record shows on the paper, this team is playing hard right now against the Blue Devils squad, as that one's sent across at the point. Shot there, and that one's blocked away nicely. Hodges now busting down ice, cutting wide, taking it to the net, and that was a blind pass to no one, as now he has to back check. Sent back in, active goalie Petty plays that one up. Sent around, almost turned over there, and it will be to Priest. Priest now cutting into the zone, cuts around one defender, shot there, and that one high and wide. On the right wing now, Walker. Priest with a little turnover there, and that one sent the distance, and it will be long enough for an icing as Nurkinen gets there first. So the Blue Devils now with an offensive zone draw. Let's see what they could do with it, as Liam Walker will be lining up for it. And he's going to lose that one. That one skipped off the glass, and Chilmy tried to play that one to himself with his hand, but he gets ridden off nicely. Good board forward play there. That was by the assistant captain Burns again, as he's been getting the body on. Sent around now, and we have a penalty. And it looks like Gentili was mixed in there with Silson, as it will be, looks to be Gentili going to the bench. No. Yeah, he will be going to the box, excuse me. So Gentili may be getting the lone penalty here, unless it's coincidentals, as right now the ref's trying to sort it out. As Burns will also be entering the box. So we actually only have one penalty. No, there you go. Two penalties on the board, so we'll be 4-on-4 here. Not coincidentals. They both got a minor each. So it's going to be Walker lining up against Boursier as he wins that back. And another penalty. Or no, excuse me, icing. The ref raised his hand as Pillay kind of tripped up there in the middle, but he raised his hand for the icing, excuse me, on that one, as now Boursier wins that to Liam, and now Flood with a shot. Walker now. Bank pass off the boards to Flood. Flood again, and nothing happening there as Schluter tries to take it to the net. Good job keeping him to the outside. Flood again, winds up, and he scores! Eddie Flood with his third shot from the point on that shift, and the third one connects as bodies in front, and that one doesn't touch anyone. 180-degree shot hits the back of the net, and the Blue Devils strike first here. 8:44 remaining in the first period. They're up 1-0. The goal by Eddie Flood, and that was on a 4-on-4. So now the Blue Devils, let's see if they could continue with this offensive pressure, as That goal by Flood was assisted by Schluter. As the two defensemen connecting there. You saw Schluter try to take it to the net on that play, and he was driven to the outside and manually sauced that one over to Flood, and he pounds that one into the back of the net. So it took a while here in this game, but finally the tie is broken, and the Blue Devils are going to get back to work here as Price behind his own goal. Plays that one up in a 2-on-0 here. DeFranco just missed the puck as it was caught his feet. He tries to center that. Almost a good scoring opportunity there, and he says, "My bad, boys," as the faceoff will come to the left of Petty. Lining up for it, Adam and Hodges. And Adam's going to win that back to Price, and he's unable to keep the blue. As back paddling in the neutral zone now. Adam cutting around, and a good rub off there by Chomi as he wheels behind his own net and cuts up. Moving in, and he's all the way at the goal line, and a good steal there by Price. Plays it over to his defensive partner, and we have another penalty. So the ref's trying to settle it, and it looks we have it was a hooking call originally, but could have been some talk back from the player there as Price going to the box said something to the ref, and he gets an unsportsmanlike misconduct as well. So stepping in to serve that penalty is Zach for Rochester. Face off now, and Adam will try to win that, and he does. Yeah, so Price gets the 10-minute misconduct as Levtov sends that in deep, and Schluter skating back in his own end. Another 4-on-3 power play here for the Blue Devils as Priest comes in. Schluter at the point. Over to Pillay, shot, and a score! Sean Pillay with a shot from the top of the circle, and he rips that one glove side as the Blue Devils finally connect on the power play. Beautiful play there as Priest came into the zone without any really pressure, as that 4-on-3, like I mentioned before, a lot of open ice. So Priest came in, dropped that one off, and Schluter passed it over once again to Pillay, and Pillay just walked in. No challenge there from the penalty killers. And he rips it glove hand. As a little bit different here as Osco, he has that glove hand on his right, as he's a right catcher. So that makes it a little bit different for the shooters here, depending on what their strong side is. And Pillay just finds that hole. And they're trying to work out right now what the penalties are. See if the Blue Devils will still be on the power play. But nonetheless, 2-0 here, 17-14 remaining in the first period. And 5 seconds remaining on Gentili's penalty. And 1:37 remaining on just that hooking call on Price. He still has a 10-minute misconduct. So face-off now, one there, and Higher bust in real quick, coming to the net, and still behind the net. Played in front to Allen, and that'll just be sent the length of the ice as the Blue Devils will still be on the power play now. So 5-on-4 for the Blue Devils, minute 12 remaining in it. As that one's played over, Higher now busting in, and he'll keep it. Victory gets tripped up there, and another penalty. So the ref's just calling everything right now as the Blue Devils once again go on the power play. 1 for 4 tonight. So it looks, it's gonna be a 5-on-3 here for a minute 2. As right now the refs calling anything that they see, and it's slowed down the pace of this game quite significantly as nobody really able to play 5-on-5 and just get a flow of lines going as penalties mess up both teams. But the Blue Devils are going to try to extend the lead even more here. And that'll be played back. Schluter now. Over to Schwartz, and that one off the side of the net. Back to Schwartz. Surveys ice, and a shot there. That one just goes wide. Schluter now, 2 assists on the night for him with the puck. Down low, Gentili. Back up, Schwartz. Schluter with a shot, and that one just goes high as he got all of that. Gentili now trying to work to the front. Schluter down low, Hodges, and a sharp angle. That one easily elbowed away by Osko. Played over, and Schwartz blocked nicely there by Adam, and he sends that one out. As kind of infuriated by the ref there, Silson. As now Schluter gains the blue and stops up. One penalty will be expiring here in 4 seconds. That one's sent down low. Gentili to Hodges, and that one from right below the goal line, sharp angle shot, and nothing happening there as the post sealed tightly. .537 remaining here in the first. Blue Devils now lose that face-off, and it'll be sent around. Victory now cutting to the front of the net. He still has the puck, fires that one, still loose. Everybody's scrambling, that one goes just wide. Up to the point, Allen. Back down low, Higher. Looking to try to get a shot lane, nothing going for him. Allen fires that one down low, and Victory just chips that one wide. Sent back up, and Allen can't keep that one in. Higher now at the blue line, straddles that nicely. Allen with the shot, and that one blocked away. Blue Devils now still on the power play here for 8 more seconds, as that one's about to expire, and nothing on these last 2, so the Blue Devils at least connect on one. That one's sent front. Allen, and he scores! Alec Allen from a great feed below the goal line to Liam Walker. Don't know if the penalty was still going or it might have expired there, but no matter what, the Blue Devils get a 3-goal lead. Outstanding play there as the puck was moved from the point by Higher all the way down low, and Walker just seemingly behind the net. No one was looking, as when you play with the puck behind the net, that forces all the players to turn their heads away from up ice, and people could creep in back door. As you saw Allen all the way at the blue line, he just slowly snuck in through the slot. No one was watching as all their heads were puck watching Walker below the goal line. He sends that one up, and a shot right past the blocker of Osco there, and 3-0 with 4:39 remaining. So now the Blue Devils still trying to get some offense here. Is Flood trying to dangle through too many, and that one played up. DeFranco now coming in on Petty. DeFranco backhand scores! And a great play there as Mike DeFranco gets the first goal for the Warriors, and that's just all because of a turnover there. Eddie Flood trying to cut up the ice and try to do it all by himself, and not happening there, and DeFranco just cuts off ice and forehand, backhand, and over the right pad of Austin Petty. So 3-1 now the score. 2 goals, 1 from each team in quick succession there, as the Blue Devils just elapse in their defense, and a turnover cost them that one. 4-on-4 now still, as when that goal was scored down low, Victory and a Warrior player got tangled up, and they got coincidentals again. So the refs just penalty-filled period, as that one's sent around, and no ice as Petty has to play that round. Kept in there. Show me now. Plays that one up, and good play in the neutral zone as Burns was hit early on in this shift, and he's taking exception to that as that one's sent in again. Schwartz, nice forecheck there. Schluter all the way to Flood. Now Pillay with a shot, and that one goes just left. And we have another penalty here. And it's a hook. I don't think I've seen 5-on-5 play at all this period here, as it's just penalty after penalty. Don't know if someone said something to the rest before the game here, but their whistles have been in their mouths all period. So now it looks like it'll be a 4-on-3 power play, this time for the Warriors. So they win that back. D-to-D. At the point now, sent down low, and a good save there by Petty as the puck's still loose. And trying to put that one under the pads. Great forechecking and offensive pressure there by Boursier, as he's going to line up for this face-off against Hodges. And he'll win that one back. Up at the point now, and a shot. That one goes right past the blocker as Carter ripped that. Moving now, first power play here for the Warriors. DeFranco back down low to Carter, back to the point, and kept in. Over there, DeFranco, as now 5-on-4 the power play. Minute 32 remaining in it, 2:30 in the period. Shot there, and a blocker save by Petty. And he directs that one up into the netting. Good job by him there, as his players were in the zone for quite some time. They need a rest and a breather. So now Allen on the far side boards, grinding there with Higher, and that one's kept out there by Carter. He takes it in that, tries to go backhand. Victory. It's ridden off nicely there. And not offsides, as Boursier try to get that one in deep and not going, as Osco has to play it now. And he will. DeFranco. Far side, good stick by Fulmer. as he stopped that cross ice pass. 54 seconds now remaining on the power play for the Warriors. And that one sent all the way down and blocked off a shin. Chomey takes no exception. So a good block shot there. Sent in. Petty again out of the crease. And he sends that one all the way down the ice, all by himself. Played up now. Good breakout here on the power play. But that doesn't work. As now Pillay on a little 2-on-1. Pillay cuts around the diving defender, and Walker couldn't receive that pass. That one's in the skates again. Right now this power play just looking disjointed for the Warriors. And is coming in now, trying to get past, and a good shrug off there by Chomey. That one's blocked by his own player. It doesn't clear. LTU now at full strength. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute, and now backdoor, and Petty has to be tough there, looking up, and that one off the stanchion, and Schwartz now racing for it. Osco comes out of the net as he saw his defense where he's going to get beat by Schwartz. As that one down low now, Schwartz backdoor, Stawinski, and he scores! Jake Stawinski with his first LTU goal. Someone get that puck for the man, as that's his first LTU goal, first collegiate goal, as Stawinski gets a nice backdoor feed from Schwartz, as turnovers really biting both teams from behind here tonight. As the Warriors could have easily gotten that out there, but Adam turned it over to Flood right in the slot. It was a little mini 3-on-1 as Flood passed that down low to Schwartz, and just a nice backhand feed all the way over to Stawinski, as that line combination there. The other game got 2 goals from Evan Weidenbach on that third line. Schwartz had 2 goals last night, and now the line chipping in offensively again, and that's that preached by the coaching staff for the Blue Devils, getting all lines in offensively, and this team has that power to do so. Turnover there by Flood. Chipped up, and now Stawinski tries to get in deep. He's going to be stepped up nicely. Played around, 18 seconds now remaining in the period. Warriors turnover again. Stawinski down low to Hodges, and that one, high riser. 10 seconds left as Schluter throws that one on net. Osco easily sticks save, sent around the boards. Chipped away, 2 seconds. And that'll do it here. The first period ends. A period filled not only with goals, but also with penalties, as 5-on-5 was hard to come by that period. Nonetheless, the Blue Devils are taking a 4-1 lead into the locker room. We're going to take a quick break here on LTSN, and we'll be right back with you for Puck Drop in the second. So we're back here for the start of the second period. Score 4-1 in favor of your Blue Devils. And they're looking to get back up here offensively, as talking during that intermission, they just want to play a strong game. They're up 4-1, but they don't want to sit back on this lead. As we've seen before, that Rochester has a quick strike offensive capabilities. As right now they're going to forecheck and get down in deep, as Higher now taking the puck away, cutting into the offensive zone. Around it, he gets a shot on, and good glove save there, as that one's coming close to Osco's vicinity, and he'll take that one away. So face off now to the right. One back, and that one's shot by Nurkinen in the corner now. Nurkinen again fires that one into the far side corner. That one's going to be taking out the center ice, and Allen now having to step around Burns, as that one's shot there by Allen and swallowed up. Parker Hodges now going in for this draw. He tries to win that one forward. Good defensive play there by the Warriors. And that one sent back up and past the glove of Chomi, as Fulmer chips that one up. And Priest now. That goes past everybody's stick, and Osco freezes that one, as the pressure coming from McNulty, as also last night Ryan McNulty got his first goal of the season. So we talked about the Blue Devils really getting their chances here and getting the offensive pressure and just offensive prowess going through their whole squad. And McNulty gets on the board for the first time last night, as well as backhand there. Quick shy by Priest. That one tried to be flipped up, and Fulmer keeps that in nicely and going to be skated away. That one chipped past the stick of Zach, and Adam goes in on the forecheck against Chomi. Throws in a slash and a hit there, no call. As Priest now on that far boards. Gets tied up nicely there. Tyler now working on him, and chip in, and that one sent back in deep. More checking pressure now by Zach, as him and Chomi meet again. Borsier setting back defensively, as Chomi having some trouble. He just has to skyhook that one out, and Priest stops that down. McNulty now cutting up the right side. He cuts in. Osco has to rim that around the boards, and Schluter can keep that. Pass up the left side now. Skating up, Zach. He comes through and rims that around. Try to be kept in there, but it avoids everybody's stick, and Sean Pillay skates away with it. Pillay now entering the zone, and Osco a little trouble there, and he lays a stick on Walker as he was going across the crease. So face off to the left of Osco again. And Walker wins that one back. Schluter now with a hole, and Osco again with the answer. Face off one now into the corner. Behind their own net, good forechecking pressure there by Pillay, as that one's sent up, and Gentili had that one hit off the seat of his pants and played back into the zone. Pressure now, Schluter backhanded in, and Pillay trying to find that puck, and Adam will just reverse it there. Chipped out hard off the glass by DeFranco and into the bench. As now coming out of the box, Luke Price, as he had that 10-minute misconduct. So he'll be back available here for the coaching staff of Rochester. Head coach Scott Cagnette looking on as his team is trailing 4-1 here. Getting a goal late in that first period. 17 minutes remaining here in the second. Alec Allen now with some speed. Still carrying the puck. And he gets that one sliced off his blade. That one's sent around. Over to Walker. Walker, just a quick turnaround shot there on the left side boards. Rimmed around again. Shot there, and that one almost deflected down as Nurkinen with another shot. Good block there, and they're away. Carter now on the right side, and Petty with the save as riding him to the outside there. Alec Allen coming back on Carter. And a beautiful blocker save there. On the far boards now, Burns battling. In the feet of Gentile, and he plays that one up off the skates of Pillay, and that'll be kept in again. Burns chipped in deep. And he still gives up the forechecking chase as Allen now having some trouble. He stops behind, and we have a penalty. And it looks to be a hook call. Is that one Gentile now on a little breakaway on an Osco backhand and stopped by Osco. As Alec Allen there threw his body with a vicious hook there. So the Blue Devils back on the power play here. They've connected once tonight. And they're going to get a 2-minute power play. Power play one stepping on as that penalty was to Luke Zarzicki. As we have another whistle. And another penalty. So if you thought the tail of the tape will be any different here in the second period, it goes right back to where it was. Just penalties piling on top of penalties. And so the Blue Devils now have a 5-on-3 for a full 2 minutes. As face-off now to the left of Osco. And that one won back there by the Warriors. Adam. Sent around. So now Hodges down low to Schluter. Schluter to the top. Down low, and Gentile tries to send that one across. That second penalty there was an unsportsmanlike on Rochester. Well, that's sent around now over to the side, and that one rang a post by Schluter. Shot there by Schwartz, blocked. Pillay now in the middle trying to get it. Gentile back to Schwartz. Gentile down low. D to D. Back to the goal line in the slot to Pillay, and he scores. Sean Pillay in the middle of the jack in the box, and he gets that one right in the prime scoring area of the slot, and he rips that over the blocker of Osco. Great pass from down low by Hodges as the 5-on-3 connects. And it'll be Pillay's second of the night. Face-off now one back, and the Blue Devils off the head of play as he looks for the hat trick. The Blue Devils still on the power play here for 58 seconds, 14:45 now remaining in the period. And that one down low, and they still scramble. Puck's still loose, and that one does not go in as Gentili now. Toe drag. Moving behind the net. Priest passes that one up. Schluter, the shot, loose again. And the quick whistle there by the ref as the Blue Devils buzzing now with the score 5-1. So still on the power play here for 38 seconds. Blue Devils #1 power play unit back on the ice here, and they just connected on that 5-on-3. That one skilled off the boards, and Allen has to retreat. Head up, moving around in the offensive end. Allen still with the puck, just skated all the way around the horn by himself. Over to Schwartz. Schwartz now a shot, and that one redirected in the slot by Victory as that changed angle. And Osco had to fight that one off. Hodges back around. Allen still serving. Oh, and that passes the stick of Hodges as he was in that sweet spot like Pelé. And Heyer gets that one checked off his stick, and there's a penalty. And that's going to be interference call on Heyer as that one's sent back almost into the waning cage. So it looks to be a penalty there on Heyer, and it's going to be a 2-minute minor for interference. So Rochester now on the power play. So one penalty expires, another one up on the board. And just a special teams battle all the way around here for both of these clubs. So that one back. PK unit of Stawinski and Ayubi on the ice. That one kept in nicely. Corsier shot there and blocked by Chomi. He eats those. As sent across to Zarnik. And up now into the Blue Devils' end. Trying to set up the power play here. And turnover there. DeFranco try to force it down low, and the Killers jump off. 40 seconds gone on this PK for the Blue Devils. 12:50 remaining in the period. Sent around, and Adam just passed his stick, and an icing on the power play. That's something you want to see. So face-off now all the way back in Rochester's end. Adam will take this draw, and he'll win it back. And using the protection of his own net, the Warriors will skill it out, and that one a bad reverse there as Priest applying the pressure. Passed up, Adam far side. Coming to the zone now, drop pass, back to the point. That one shot, looking for a stick, nothing going. As it's kept in once again, Schluter couldn't get a glove on that as Flood now in his own end. DeFranco grinding down there against Eddie Flood, and the Warriors win that one. In the slot now, and Petty has to make a quick reaction save there as that shot came off hard. Kept in again by Adam. Sent around, Schluter, and he rips that. Caught in the slot. And that's sent off sides, and Rochester tags up. Schluter rips that one down, just misses the net. and getting hounded Price by Victory there. As that's sent back and step up nicely and off the stick of Tyler. Over the far side now. Chipped in deep. Or Tavaski. And now below the goal line, Petty looking behind his own net. That one's sent around up to the point. Price again. And he gets stepped up into by Ayubi. As behind the net. Good play there by Nurkinen as he rubs his man off back at the point. That one's sent around and Ayubi gives chase. Price the one man back, no icing. And Ayubi with the hit, good forechecking pressure there. Stick play off someone's hands and Higher goes down. Played up around and good play to get it down the ice by Schutte. Is now forechecking on Allen, and Allen spins away from two defending players. And that one shot just goes right as Allen was looking for his second. Big hit there. Sent down low, McNulty sniffing for a rebound, nothing having. 10-16 remaining here in the second period. Score 5-1 still for the Blue Devils, as their offense really has broken out this weekend, winning 4-2, then 6-2, and now they have a 5 spot, and we just got to the halfway point of the game. Face-off one there. Grinding in the corner. That one's sent back, and Chomi in his own end tries the headman pass. That doesn't connect as Boursier chips it in. At the hash marks, and Petty almost trips there as that one's sent around now. Warriors with the possession still as Zach sends that in deep. And Fulmer. Head up ice, and he loses the handle on that one as he was tripped up, and that one's sent deep. Petty now around, and Fulmer again looking to the left side. McNulty, and he boots that into the neutral zone, and once again goes away from everybody as Fulmer again. Blue Devils having some tough time getting through the neutral zone right now as Price chips that back in deep. Chomi, all he can do is flip that up. Now Walker cutting around. Sends that one. Price kicks that up, and Pillay chips that over, and now Carter try to get around Schluter, but good active stick there by the defenseman. Carter again, shot on Petty, and that one right into the Blue Devil crest. 8:50 remaining. Rochester bringing up the pressure here late in the second period, as the last 2 minutes all in the Blue Devils' end. Walker now tries to win that one, and he will. That one kept in. No, they're going to call offsides as Price again thought that one was kept in, and Adam talks to the ref. So Liam Walker thrown out of the draw here. And wins that back. That one sent across now. Carter. That one evades his stick, and Pillay now coming in. Lifts the stick, passed over to Walker. Walker tries to cut around. Back to the spin around from the boards by Pillay. Nothing there. Walker down below the goal line. He gets rubbed off, and another penalty. So that one's going to be on Carter of the Warriors, as he had a hit up high on Liam Walker. So Carter will be kicked out of the game. So once again, we see a player get ejected. As the penalty was on Adam originally, and then I think Carter backtalked or something. So he might have just been given a game misconduct as he walks to the locker room in frustration. So that's going to make the roster of Rochester go down a player, but we're going to take a break here on LTSN as all these penalties are figured out once again. Back here on LTSN, Dylan Morello here with the call for you fans, and it looks like the penalties have been decided, so the Blue Devils will just get a power play here, 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. So that one shot on, and good save there. As the penalty's just announced, and Carter gets a DQ for running his mouth, as the refs just having none of it here tonight. And that one's sent down the ice, and Price does the forechecking on Petty. Cut into the offensive zone by Allen. Allen, he's going to just round around the wheel again like he usually does. He likes doing that to set up the power play. Allen again, over to Higher. Higher board forward, sent across now. Over to Allen, a one-timer, and that one just goes wide. Puck caught up on the back of the net, and quick whistle again. Face off now there. Schwartz, and another penalty. And it's going to be a roughing. So that one on Sean Pillay now, and we're going to be even at 4 apiece again. No point in arguing with these refs really here tonight, as Pillay tried to say something to the ref about that call, but really no point, as they're not having any of it, and if you run your mouth, you're going to be kicked out of this game. So we've seen what they are going to be calling here all night, and it's going to be any little thing. So I don't know if it's discipline or what this period or this whole game, but it's a lack of something here, as the face-off one back. Sent down now. Warriors below the goal line, and Hodges comes away with that. He's going to burst up ice. Nice cutoff there by the Warriors as Schluter comes in the offensive end. Backhand, and that one doesn't go to anyone, as Priest now forechecking. 7:15 remaining here in the second. Kept in by Hodges, and he'll get for a line change. Stepping on this now, Stawinski. As a good hit there on Schluter. Priest now comes up, and he'll come to the bench. Stawinski now steps on, as Schwartz, got that. And that one almost a giveaway there by Schluter. Sent up, and Osco with the freeze. 6:45 left. 21 seconds on the PK, or the penalty to the Warriors. So they're going to be on the power play here for about 50 seconds after that expires. So they win it back now. Sent around. Hook slash there as Stawinski rails that one around the glass. Schwartz now forechecking. 5 seconds to go on the penalty for the Warriors as they get around, and nice play around Chomi. Chomi trying to ride him off, and another penalty. And it'll be against the Blue Devils. Schwartz. And it's a trip. Just not enough words here to describe this game. It truly is a special teams battle. As Schwartz steps in, and a 5-on-3 now for Rochester. They'll be on the 5-on-3 for 43 seconds, and then when that expires, 5-on-4 for the remainder of the penalties. That one's one back. At the point now. D to D, back over. Warriors, they go to the goal line. That one's passed across off a skate there. And Allen ridden off nicely, and the Warriors regain the puck. Back to the point. DeFranco all the way over. And a shot from the slot there, and Petty had a fight that went off. Puck's loose right now. People battling, and they score! Right from the side, the puck was loose. And we have a little strangle there, but Boursier pots that one over the shoulder of Petty and cuts the lead now only to 5-2. As the power play connects there for the Warriors. 5-on-3, it was a scramble in the slot, and just not enough bodies and sticks tied up there by the LTU defenseman. And they're gonna get that goal, and a big strike late in this period, 5:48 remaining in it. So now Schluter with the puck. Blue Devils trying to regain that confidence as they do have the lead here in this period, but only one goal in the period. That's tied to Rochester's one, so Rochester now escaping. Backhanded across, and that one had to be chested away there as Hodges sent that from the neutral zone, and another turnover here. Schluter now coming in. Schluter cutting to the net, and he tried to go low glove, and that one stone cold. And the net's off the moorings. Yep, and it wasn't even off. Osco there saying that the peg was back in place, as that allows the Blue Devils to get a line change here on the penalty kill. And they're sending Schutte back to the bench, and DeFranco will step on. Sticks come up on that faceoff, but Adam wins it back. All the way over to DeFranco. Tried to pass there. That one hops up and into the bench. (5-2) here. Blue Devils, their last goal. Power play tally. Just says Rochester got their power play tally. And it's going to be one now drawn in the neutral zone, and Fulmer almost gets that one stripped away. But Chomi sails that one in deep, and Osco just paddles that one to the corner. Lets Price work it loose. Send around again. That one's sent up, and Chomey stepped there. He gets his stick lifted, but Victory comes back, and he sends that one down again. 9 seconds remaining on the PK here. Shorts will be stepping out of the box shortly. 4:20 remaining in the period. And Schwartz steps on, and full strength now, so 5-on-5 play. A little bit rare this game. Let's see how long that lasts, as Victory took that one off of Petty's pads. Sends that one up and higher now. Up the right side. Higher with a shot, and that one right off the glove. Step up there now, and a one-on-one. Chomey, lone man back, and that one shot up. Petty, nice stick on puck there by Chomey. That one sent up again. Trying to stick lift there, Hodges. And Victory tried to get a hit on them, but the Warriors skate away with it. Still having the puck. Sent down low now, Adam, the captain, grinding in down deep. Still working, comes up, Boucher, and the shot there, and quick whistle again. Face-off now to the right of Austin Petty. One back, and DeFranco with a shot. Snagged out of there. One back to Franco again. And that's 2 face-offs lost there. And McNulty now using all he has left in the engine to forecheck, and that one will be golfed into the stanchion again. Face off now to the right of Osco. It's one. Toppled behind the net. Hodges is that one sent up the left wing now. Breaking in deep. Nurkinen forces off. Working again. Still 5-on-5, and what do we got here? Hand pass. So full sail for both teams. 2:48 here, remaining in the second period. And that's one back, D to D. Nice step around there is now Pillay. That puck just avoids his stick and will be an icing, as nice chip off the boards there by Flood, trying to send Pillay on a break, looking for his third of the night. Face-off one back there by Walker. First face-off win in quite a little bit of time, as Pillay chips that one up, and turnover there at their own blue. Flood now sails that one, and it will make it all the way 200, another icing. Face-off coming back in the Blue Devils' end. Tired bodies out there as fresh ones come on for the Warriors. Blue Devils guilty of the 2 icings prior. Schluter just has to sail that one off the glass. Now Walker battling, trying to win that blue. He is unable to. Schluter again. And he chips that one around. He tries to backhand sauce that one out and into the bench. Face-off will still be in the defensive end, but now the Blue Devils are able to get a change. No, they don't, as I It seems, yeah, that was not even tipped, so it was a direct pass into the bench. So the Blue Devils have to stay on the ice. So they get the right player as Walker was trying to hide there on the bench, sending Gentili, but the ref not having it, like all the night pretty much. So Walker lines up for the faceoff. He's going to tie up the stick and get that, and Hodges finally escapes with it as this line has been out there for a while now. Pele tries to pass that across, and good skate there. And defensive step up as Pele still grinding down low. He puts on the brakes. Tries to stop up there, and that one's sent across and unable to connect. Chipped over. Back down low below the goal line. Blue Devils now applying the forechecking pressure. Stawinski stepped on the ice, and a tip there as he was looking for his second of the night as well. Sent up, and good play there as Chomi and Schwartz connected. Quick up, and now Adam into the zone. He cuts around the left side, just throws that softly on Petty, and Fulmer was having none of that in the slot. So minute 7 remaining in the second period. Adam looks to try to win this back. To Shouty, and he does, and a shot there right into the glove. Shouty with that shot, and that face-off play worked perfectly as Adam wins it clean from Higher. Higher trying to win this one. And he will as the Blue Devils skate away with it. Allen now having some trouble. Minute remaining in the period here. Sent around again by Adam as Shawty in the behind the goal line. Sent up. Higher. Couldn't get it across the blue. Sent back in deep. Allen now. Blue Devils having some trouble getting out of their own end these last couple shifts as Rochester really has brought it up after that power play goal. That one's sent around the boards. And Price loses it. And now Ayubi now gets a breakaway. That puck up and a shot there. And that one just off the stick. Ayubi again. Nothing going. And then great play there as Adam ran right into victory. And Osco had to freeze it, but Ayubi looking for his first as a Blue Devil and of his collegiate career. And nothing happening as going the other way, Victory lays a huge body contact on Adam as he almost kind of ran into Victory. He had a nice open lane going to the right, and he turned left and right into that solid body of Victory as Blue Devils now in their own end. Offensive end, excuse me, that went off the glass. And time is about to expire, and it will here. So after 2 periods of play, 5-2 in favor of your Blue Devils. A lot of penalties and a lot of power play goals as Rochester connected on the power play there late in this second period. But nonetheless, the Blue Devils are going to take a lead into the locker room once again here as this whole weekend they've been up on top. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the third period of action, all here on LTSN. And welcome back here into LTSN. Dylan Murillo here with you. And the puck drop now for the start of the third period. LTU coming into it up 5-2 on a strong performance here early on by Sean Pillay with 2 goals. Stawinski getting on the board as well with Alec Allen and Schluter with 3 assists as we have a penalty now. And it's a delayed one on the Blue Devils. Puck now touched and looks to be on Victory as he's going to go to the box, and let's see what the call is. And slash, sorry, it's on Fulmer. So Fulmer slams that penalty box door, and the score sheet is going to be filled with ink here tonight as just a lot of calls going both ways. So face-off now on the Blue Devil end. Higher wins that one, but then gets that taken away. DeFranco now, a shot. Still there, and Flood sends it to length. Back in their own end now. Playing it up. And Boucher plays it across now. DeFranco, and that one poked away nicely. Zarzicki couldn't keep that one at the point, and Flood there with a great defensive play. Zarzicki loses that one, and DeFranco with the puck again in his own end, and that's a turnover there. Hodges. DeFranco just playing around with the puck. And that's not something you want to see, as now busting in on the forecheck. Petty plays that one to the wall. Kept in. Shot from the far side. That one misses everybody and winds out into the neutral zone. Zarzicki, and that's a couple people on the ice. No, they don't call too many men there, but hopping the boards, that's a dangerous play. And Allen rockets that one. 200. Forechecking play there by Pillay, but Price comes away with it. That one comes up and played in deep now. Shawty spins away from the check of Chomi, and that one hits the tall glass. In their own end again. Zarzicki. Nicely away from the check of Walker. And Price now up the right wing. Gets pushed away by Pillay. Schluter, nice poke check. And that one's sent in front of the slot there. And a wonderful save by Petty with the glove. As Schutte all alone in the slot. That one right into the mitt. But a great chance here. 17:38 left in the third period. 9 seconds on the power play for Rochester, and that's their best chance on it so far. As Boucher with DeFranco grinding down low. Schluter lifts the stick, and that penalty is killed. So full strength now for Lawrence Tech. Rimmed around the board by Price. Boucher all the way up, and nice feed there. DeFranco cutting to the middle and a shot. Petty with the save again. Petty being tested early in this third period. As a play down low, and the whistle for another penalty. As the well-paved road to the box gets traveled on again. This time, Chomi in the sin bin. So another power play opportunity here for Rochester. And I mean, usually I say you're not gonna get too many power plays, so you gotta take advantage of them. But in this game, just right now, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna get another one before the end of the game, but they want to strike early here. As they're down by 3, they're gonna try to cut that deficit. 3-goal lead, the most dangerous lead in hockey, as they say. And the Blue Devils have that right now. It's higher. Lines up for the faceoff, loses this. Levin, a shot there, and that one blocked down. Schutte tried to get it in higher, muscles that one away from him. Levtov again, tries to pull it around higher and send it out again. Victory now giving chase. Schutte. Sent around, and the puck now in the hands of Price. Price puts that one up, and a penalty again. And this one's going to be on Nurkinen. It looks to be a delayed interference call. So, yep, Nurkinen will go for interference. And it'll be a 5-on-3 for a minute 16 here. 16-18, though, remaining in the period. So the Blue Devils kind of putting themselves in a hole here early on in this period. I'm sure in the locker room, both of these teams must have talked of penalty trouble as they've all come across it here tonight. This whole game, at least 99.9% played with either team being down a man. One back, the Warriors. That one played to the board side. Back in the middle. Zarzicki gets the puck again. He's surveyed there by Hodges as that one DeFranco sends that one down low, and aggressive penalty kill right now for the Blue Devils. Down 2 men, and Allen sends that one up. And a penalty, and it's going to be a high stick call. Or no, they're going to give an interference, but DeFranco will go to the box now. So one of these weird penalties you don't see too often in this game. I mean, we've at least seen it 4 times, the 4-on-3. A lot of open ice here. So it'll be a 4-on-3 for 51 seconds, then 4-on-4 for at least 40 more. And then it'll be a power play for the Blue Devils with 35 seconds. So Pelé throwing off the draw there. And it's going to be a 3-on-2 down the ice. Sent around now. Below the goal line playing within. That avoids everybody's stick. And Pelé will try to race up, but Schutte comes away with it. Played up. Dumped into the Blue Devils' end. And now on the forecheck, rubbed off nicely there, and Flood skates away with it back in his own end. And he's just going to hold it here, eating away time on the penalty as the one to Chomi expires. So 4-on-4 here for 40 seconds. As Price will come off and Zarzicki stays on at the point. Thrown out now. Adam comes in and he'll win that back to Zarzicki and unable to caress it there at the blue. Played around, chipped in deep, Petty wins that, and Allen away from him. Allen sent around the boards. Back to the point. Kept in, Zarzicki again. That one stripped away. Allen now busting down the right wing, cutting in, back checked nicely there. And Allen throws a man down, and he'll be going to the box. And Rochester gets another one. It's a bench minor. And the coach gets ejected. So Rochester's coach ejected, so not even the coach is safe from the wrath of the refs right now. as these penalties once again will be sorted out. 14:31 here remaining. The scoreboard full right now of penalties. And just numbers all around as this game kind of getting out of hand. Well, while they sort this out again, we'll take another break here on LTSN. And looks like they finally got the penalties all figured out here. And the face-off will be in the defensive end of the Warriors, but the assistant coach of the Warriors getting a DQ for abusive official. So he'll be sent away, and it'll be 4-on-4 here. As Eddie Flood steps up there, and Schwartz behind his own net. Leaves that off to Hodges, as now LTU at full strength. They're going to have 20 seconds on the power play. Hodges drops that off to Higher. Higher saucered across Flood. And nothing working there, and that one ripped in on Petty. Snagged down, waiting for his team to come back, and Schwartz with 3 seconds left on the power play plays that over. And no icing. That one, nope, it will be. So an icing call, and the Blue Devils will have to go back in their own end. A couple players trying to jump the gun there, and the refs say get back on that bench. They're tired of having to make calls, and the Blue Devils, so the power play unit will still be stuck out here, as it is 5-on-5 now, finally. And that'll be rimmed around by Schwartz. Kept in, that goes over the stick of Price. Walker now, 2-on-1. Backhand pass over, and Sawinski redirects that one just wide. Sent in now, Walker from the seat of his pants. Can't do anything there. As down behind the play, DeFranco. Good forechecking play there by Schutte. As Nurkinen chips that off the glass. Send up now, Schluter. Chips that around. And that'll go the length of the ice, and icing waved off here as DeFranco gets a penalty. After that, he throws a forearm shiver to the back of the head of Nurkinen. And we at least have the 33rd penalty of the night. As that punch to the back of the head of Nurkinen will send him to the box for 2 minutes. So power play again for the Blue Devils. 12:59 remaining in the period. Flood now at the point. Sends that one down low, and Higher retrieves. Schwartz. Up to Flood. Flood with a shot. That one tipped down low by Victory, as he was trying to go back against the grain there to Schwartz, and the PKers for the Warriors having none of that, is back in his own end now. Higher turning on the Jets as he comes through the neutral zone. Busting around one, lining up again two. He goes back door, and a good defensive play there as Schwartz, and that one goes in. Mark Schwartz with a power play goal, as that one just happened to trickle over the line, as that play all done by Higher, as he went from his own goal line coast to coast, busting in, and tried that backdoor pass to Hodges, excuse me, and it hit off a stick, and Schwartz ended up getting the last little touch of the puck there, and it trickles across the goal line. So that another power play tally for the Blue Devils. 6-2 the score. Schwartz with another goal from that line, and another penalty. As Higher getting in right now with a couple players, and this game's gonna get out of hand as we have a lot more. It's a whole line brawl here. Is a full line brawl, is Victory now laying the knuckles. And we have 3 fights going on at once. Victory punching. Schutte and Victory take it 3 rounds. as once again we're going to sort out all these penalties, but fisticuffs thrown, and that was the first fight of the season here. Connor Victory gets the gloves and the bucky off of Schutte and starts pounding the pavement. So a couple players definitely going to be thrown out here and also might be suspended for the next game, as depending on the severity of it, the fight could lead to another suspension. So 12 minutes even remaining here in the third period. We're going to take another break as once again the score sheet filled with penalties each way. So we're back here after that 13-minute break to see what happened with all the penalties, as we had 3 players DQ'd and kicked out of the game for Rochester and 2 for the Blue Devils, as Sean Poulet will be walking out right now. And that's just one of the many, as now we're back underway after that 20-minute, pretty much just an intermission based on penalties. As you see the Rochester bench now, they're down to only 2 lines pretty much. The forwards, 2 lines of D. As a good play there. And another penalty. So that's going to be on Victory. And we get even more penalties piled on there. As that score sheet is going to be heavy with ink tonight, as penalties on top of penalties on top of penalties. And it looks like a couple more players. We're going to drop the gloves, and we have 1 player, I repeat, 1 player on the Rochester bench. Their whole team has been kicked out. All right, now we got 2. Okay, 3. So they have 3 players on the bench for the 11:39 here remaining in the game. And if this game isn't one that's gotten out of hand, it has now. So the face-off in the offensive end. DeFranco will be coming back. Priest getting the stick up there. And his stick is caught up in DeFranco's as Petty rings that around. Down low now, try to be centered there. Schwartz cuts around the net. And he almost gets stepped up nicely. Now Priest now challenging the point. Zarzitsky chips that around, and Hodges sends that, and he'll be shrugged off. 11 minutes now left in the game. 6-2 the score for the Blue Devils. As with all the penalties and fighting, may have forgot, it still is a hockey game, as Schwartz cuts around the net and played away. Down low, DeFranco again. And that's skated away nicely by McNulty. McNulty just comes in and chips that one in deep as higher. That one gets rimmed around, kept in by Fulmer. He just sends that to the net. Bosco sends that away. Off the ref there, and Allen has the puck in between his own dots, and Higher lets that one hit off the boards and going deep as the Blue Devils killing a penalty here. 33 seconds left on the power play for Rochester. They break in the zone and offsides. Ten minutes left in the period. 22 seconds on the power play. As the face-off won now by the Blue Devils and scaled all the way into the Warriors' end. Forechecking now Liam Walker as he bumps into Osco. And they go to D. DeFranco now staying up there, and good headman pass across the blue line. Cutting in, and Flood knocks that player down, and that one's rimmed around the glass and hits off Zerzicki, as he was the one that connected there with Flood, as Allen backhand sauces it into the neutral zone. That one's stepped up, and Gentili and Walker could have been going on a break, but covered up by Osco as they're trying to get the clock moving here. 9:21 remaining. 5-on-5 play once again, and you see the bench is a ton of space there for the players to stretch out and relax, as a lot of them are either in the box or have been sent to the showers early here tonight. Rochester's bench only having 3 players left. As now Victory with the shot and a glove snag there, as Victory was the one involved with all those fisticuffs. He was the one really with the most punches thrown in, and he's surprisingly still in this match, as they might have grabbed the wrong player. But nonetheless, Victory gets the fight, and he's right back on the ice. Face off one back there, but taken away nicely. Sent up the boards by Adam. It is now Stawinski chipping it around. Wyatt Zach now on the ice, his first shift in a while, as he chips that up, and nothing happening there. That one played across. Lucier, slapper, and that one off the stick of Priest. So face off now to the left of Petty. Forcier taking the draw up against Hodges, and that one blocked by Hodges after that lost face off. Hodges now walks in, loses again. DeFranco with a shot, and that one off the crossbar. Bunch of players in front of Petty, as Hodges comes away with that one nicely. McNulty now trying to win the blue. He does. He's going to chip that one up, and he gets rid of it off nicely. Good play there. And that one into the paraphernalia of Flood. Allen comes away with it. Head up. Sporting the bubble, as they call it. And his shot from a sharp angle, and Osco freezes again. Faceoff's going to be to the left of him. 8:05 now left in the game. One that's lasted longer than expected just due to the penalties. So that one tried to be pushed forward by Walker, and that one sent around the boards now. Weird Kareem off the glass. And Schwartz in his own end now playing defense, his native position, as he's been forced to move up to forward after a couple injuries to the Blue Devil squad. As Walker now inside out moves around 2-on-1, and that one just behind Gentili. Down low, Walker again comes in, walks the front, and poke checked away by Osco. Up at the point, Nurkinen with a shot, and that one off the skate, and that one went in. That puck is in the back of the net, and don't know who got it, as up at the point there, it looked like Nurkinen released that shot and hit off a skate. So 7-2 now for the Blue Devils. And that was a broken up play, but ends up tickling the twine. As now a goalie change for the Blue Devils, as Chris Surgenson will get his second little bit of action here. And that one sent in on him. That's his first shot of the test. And now Hodges skating back in his own end. Thrown on front. Flood now just cycles that back down low. Priest and Hodges trying to get it, and that evades the stick of Zach, and icing waved off. Flood in his own end. Plays it over. Allen fighting his way through the neutral zone. Evades 2 players, evades 3, trying to get around 4. Back check nicely, and that shot and a quick whistle. So the Blue Devils, 7 goals scored, all by a bunch of different players, and this whole weekend, if this score continues, which it looks like it will, they're going to be able to sweep the weekend. Lost there by Higher, and that one high stick down, kept in by Victory. Victory gets bodied off. So the faceoff will come in front of the Rochester bench. Faceoff one back. D to D here. That one flipped, and no, that would hit off the glass. No ice as the ref, they're just going to keep the play going. Stawinski now on that board. Loses it. Wheeling around now, the Warriors. Passed over, Churchill with the puck, and he gets that pickpocketed away from him. And Higher now coming through, trying to break into the offensive zone. Nothing there. Stawinski plays that deep. Higher again, forechecking. And he'll trip up the goalie. And a penalty. Blake Higher. And not this again, as Higher, that looked to be on pure accident, hit the netminder. Osco. 5:43 remaining here. So now Nurkinen at the point. Shot there, goes just wide. Sent around now, in front. Played back, and Allen. 4-on-4 here. Sent up by Allen, now to Victory, 1-on-1. Cutting into the middle, Victory with a shot. Good save there by Osco, and Priest was grinding towards the net. So Zach will come in for this draw, and that's one back by Walker. Shot in. Chip now, and that one's across the blue line, and nicely taken away. Good rub off there by Walker on Burns. Chomey now just looks up ice. Playing with it behind his own net as Flood now comes into the zone. Busts around now, Walker backdoor. And nice play there and a backhand score. Drake Gentili. And it is 8-2 for the Blue Devils. Good play there by Flood as a defender there for the Warriors. Ended up tripping on his own skates and led to a mini 2-on-1. And Flood played that back to Gentili, and he backhands that one in, no mistake. Nurkinen now plays that one down low, and that one just hit off the glass, kept in still by Nurkinen. Stawinski all the way over to Schwartz. Schwartz, a shot and a score! Mark Schwartz puts a 9 spot up. That's his second of the night. .404 remaining here. 21 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Churchill lost that one to Schwartz, and the Blue Devils come away with it. Back to Schwartz. That goal assisted by Nurkinen as he has the puck now. And we're back to even strength. Schwartz now plays it over. Allen, and Allen's hooked, and a penalty. Played up now, Schwartz. Delayed penalty. Petty coming towards the bench to get the extra attacker on, and Stawinski blows a tire there. And delayed penalty will be against the Rochester College Warriors. 5-on-4. Sergison hasn't had to do too much work here as he came in for Petty in the middle of this third period. As they're getting the penalty situated, and player penalized will leave immediately. As fans and players getting anxious here with time ticking away, just all these penalties. Surprised they haven't just called the game. And another DQ was given out to DeFranco. So that's one less player to worry about in the handshake line. And Sergison plays that one up. Hodges, the higher. Shrugs off that check. Still with the puck. Plays that one in deep. Osco chips it around. Zach plays that one up, and he couldn't touch it there. Allen stops. Ooh, nice move to get around one. Passes it over. Higher, the shot, and that one rings off the right post. Played up and trying to eat away time here on this kill. Minute 16 remaining on the power play. 2:37 left. Allen the shot, and that one's blocked away and skate up ice. Low man back Schwartz, but back checkers coming back, and a nice little spin around there and offsides. So Walker against Adam. Adam will win that one back. Backpedaling into his own end and scaling that 200. Surgison plays it over to Flood. Flood now up to McNulty on the right boards. Busting down, he gets shrugged off nicely by Adam. Still working down there. Play in front of the bench now of Rochester, and that's played back by Flood. He crosses the red, chips it over to Walker. Walker on the left boards. Back up. Goal scorer tonight, Eddie Flood. That one shot blocked nicely there by Adam. As Flood wound up. Minute 40 now. Played back by Priest to Flood. Flood up to Walker. Walker scales that one over, and that one's kept in. No, they're going to call it offsides with a minute 29 remaining. 4 seconds remaining on the penalty. Score 9-2 here. That's one back. Chomi now. He's holding it behind his goalie. Played over to Nurkinen. Nurkinen looking up the left side, passes it back to Chomi. Chomi gains the red, scales that one in. Higher now, forechecking hard. He'll come away with the puck. Cycling around, still playing with it. Higher comes across his own blue and comes back as he rocks Boursier down to the ice. Higher again. Grinding down low, chopping lumber. .38 seconds now remaining in the game. Taking it up the ice now, 30 seconds. Stolen away by Ayubi. Ayubi coming in, and that one shot, waffle boarded away. Scaled down the ice, and they're calling no ice here. 15 seconds left. Chomi with the puck, and he's just gonna sit back there and let the time go as 5 seconds. And that'll do it here. Finally, the game is over at Southfield. LTU comes out with a 9-2 victory. And what a weekend here for the Blue Devils as they have 3 games and they win them all in timely fashion. 4-2, 6-2, and now 9-2. So the Blue Devils back on the right track. They improved to 7-6 on the season and 4-3 at home. As you see the line shake hand coming right now, and not a lot of players for Rochester. But thank you all fans for joining us this weekend on LTSN. As always, I am Dylan Morello, and we hope you have a good evening, and go Blue Devils.